U.S. National Security Advisor Sullivan traveled to Beijing on Tuesday to meet with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang in an effort to manage tensions between Washington and Beijing ahead of the upcoming U.S. presidential election in November. Sullivan's two-day visit aims to set the stage for a final summit between President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping before Biden leaves office in January, according to analysts. Before the closed-door talks, Wang told reporters that China-U.S. relations are critical and globally important, but have experienced twists and turns. He expressed hope that the relationship between the two countries would become healthier and more stable. Sullivan said the discussions would cover areas of both agreement and disagreement that need to be managed effectively and substantively. The primary purpose of Sullivan's visit is for the U.S. and China to maintain open communication channels that have been severely disrupted due to trade tensions, human rights concerns, and Beijing's increasingly close ties with Moscow since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, according to U.S. officials. In a press briefing last week, a senior administration official said Sullivan and Wang are expected to spend 10 to 12 hours over 2 days discussing bilateral, global, regional, and Taiwan Strait issues. The official reiterated that this diplomatic engagement does not signal a change in the U.S. government's competitive approach to China, but rather a commitment to managing the competition responsibly and preventing it from escalating into conflict. The official added that Sullivan would raise U.S. concerns about China's support for Russia's defense industry, as well as issues in the South China Sea, North Korea, the Middle East, Myanmar, and the Taiwan Strait. While the visit is not expected to produce a major breakthrough, it could pave the way for a final Biden-Xi summit before the president leaves office in January. The two leaders could potentially meet at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum in Peru in November or the G20 summit in Brazil later that month. Despite Biden's lame duck status and waning influence on U.S. policy after the November election, analysts say Chinese leaders remain interested in engaging the current U.S. president, as there is bipartisan skepticism about China in Washington. The senior administration official emphasized that Sullivan's trip should not be overly associated with the election, as the focus will be on managing the U.S.-China relationship in the immediate term.